This is one of the biggest scams in the history of cryptocurrency. And you know what's more surprising? It was pulled off by a 20-year-old Singaporean boy, Malone Lam. Reportedly, he stole around $230 million and has spent a huge portion of it on luxury cars, homes, and even nightclubs. But how could a 20-year-old pull off such a huge scam? I mean, there should be some kind of master plan or something like that, right? Well, let's dive in and see what exactly happened. So, Malone Lam has been charged in the US for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering after stealing and laundering over 4,100 Bitcoin, which amounts to a staggering $230 million. He made a fool of a single victim by pretending to be a Google employee. You've heard of those scam call centers, right? Just like that, Malone used a similar sort of strategy and managed to scam millions of dollars. However, he didn't act alone. He had a 21-year-old co-conspirator named Jondiel Serrano from Los Angeles by his side. Just like most scammers, this duo was also found red-handed. Serrano was arrested at Los Angeles International Airport on September 18th when he returned from a vacation in the Maldives with his girlfriend. Lam, on the other hand, was apprehended on the same day in Miami. Both were taken into custody by U.S. Attorney Matthew M. Graves, FBI Acting Special Agent in Charge David Geist, and Executive Special Agent in Charge Kareem A. Carter. In the court, prosecutors described the scam as one of the largest cryptocurrency thefts from a private individual in the history of the United States. Now, before I go on to discuss what happened in the hearing, let's understand how exactly Malone and Serrano carried out the scam. The duo targeted the victim because they recognized him as a high net worth investor from the early days of cryptocurrency. They carefully planned their scam, going to great lengths to deceive the victim. Court documents show that in the week leading up to the theft, a co-conspirator caused the victim to receive notifications of unauthorized Google account access. This strategic maneuver aimed to gain the victim's trust and create a sense of urgency, prompting him to take immediate action. The duo even used proxy and VPN services to create the illusion that the unauthorized access attempts were originating from abroad. By doing so, they laid the foundation for the theft through a method known as sophisticated social engineering. After doing things like this, any normal person would be scared and would try to take immediate action. But they wanted to make things rock solid, so after sending lots of notifications of unauthorized Google account access, they pretended to be really concerned about the hack attempt because they were so-called Google employees and convinced the victim that they needed to shut down his account for security purposes. Then they both had some conversations with the victim, and after some time, they convinced him to provide the security codes to his account, which gave the scammers access to his assets. But their intrusion didn't stop there. The scammers went on to access the victim's OneDrive and Gmail accounts, specifically targeting the location of his cryptocurrency assets. They even searched through the victim's private accounts, hoping to find any additional information that could help in their fraudulent activities. Luck was with the scammers as they found super important evidence of the victim's cryptocurrency assets. In the victim's Google account, they found records related to the Gemini cryptocurrency exchange. Realizing the value of this discovery, the scammers devised a plan. They agreed that one of them would call the victim, posing as a member of the Gemini security team. This deceptive call aimed to convince the victim that his cryptocurrency accounts had also fallen prey to the alleged hack. At this point, the victim was totally convinced and started to believe that he was facing a massive security breach. Then what? It was time for the scammers to do their job. It all started innocently enough when they managed to trick the victim into transferring approximately $3 million worth of cryptocurrency to a crypto wallet under their control. And that's not it. To further deceive the victim, they persuaded him to download a remote desktop connection program, claiming it was for enhanced security measures. Little did he know that this program granted the scammers unrestricted access to his computer, enabling them to monitor his activities in real time. They went on to scam him. Serrano manipulated the victim into opening various files, including those containing private keys to over 4,100 Bitcoin. Meanwhile, Lam took advantage of the unrestricted access obtained through the remote desktop connection program and stole the victim's Bitcoin. So this is how Malone and Serrano ended up stealing $230 million from the victim. Now, what happened to the scammers? Well, the prosecutors uncovered some fascinating evidence against the duo. They said they have screen recordings that captured Lam, who went by the name Anne Hathaway on Discord and used the handle Dollars on Telegram, discussing strategies to manipulate the victim. On the other hand, Serrano used the online aliases Versace God and at Skidstar. The authorities even obtained numerous documents and photos that link the Dots Telegram handle directly to Lam. One of these photos shows Lam proudly posing posing next to his brand new white sports car with his name painted on the side. He even sent this photo to his friends using the $$ Telegram handle. Here's another shocking revelation in this case. During a police interview, Lam made admissions that further implicated him in the cryptocurrency theft scheme. He revealed that he had been using the $Telegram handle, which was linked to his involvement in stealing and dividing the stolen funds. Lam also admitted to laundering the funds through various cryptocurrency exchanges. After having millions of dollars, they now have the chance to enjoy their lavish lifestyle. Serrano reportedly deposited approximately $29 million worth of virtual currency into an account on TradeOgre. However, after seeing this much money, he seemed out of mind because he made this deposit without using a VPN. So the records from TradeOgre revealed that the account was created from an IP address linked to Serrano's rented home in Encino, California, costing him a staggering $47,500 per month. Shocked? You shouldn't be, because Lam was the one who actually spent quite a lot, like a millionaire. For example, he was spending somewhere from $400,000 to $500,000 per night at nightclubs. In fact, the prosecution presented a receipt from a Los Angeles nightclub where he astonishingly spent $569,528.39 in a single night. That's quite a lot, but not all. His extravagant lifestyle extended to his car collection, where he invested in a fleet of luxury automobiles, including custom Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches, some of which cost as much as $3 million. Court documents revealed that he admitted to purchasing 31 luxury cars, with 22 still unaccounted for as of September 24th. Among the missing cars is the one adorned with the name Malone on its side. Not content with his spending spree in Los Angeles, he flew on a private jet to Miami, where he continued his extravagant lifestyle, renting multiple homes, including one on Hibiscus Island with a staggering monthly rent of $68,000. He continued his spree, indulging in nightclubs, jewelry, and even more cars. When he was arrested, law enforcement officials discovered the extent of his lavish spending spree. From 2 of his houses in Miami, officers seized 9 cars and luxury watches, one of which cost $1.8 million. They also found bills of sale for some of these cars. So, what will happen with the duo now? Well, it turns out that Lam has no legal status in the US. According to the court, he arrived in October 2023 on the US Visa Waiver Program, which allows tourists to visit the country for up to 90 days without a visa. The court also revealed that Lam had no permanent residence and was not employed while in the US. Lam was funding his lavish lifestyle with stolen funds. Not only that, but Lam has massive assets that have yet to be located, which provide him with the financial means to flee. The consequences for Lam could be severe. For each count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering, he could face a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in jail and a fine of up to $250,000, or up to twice his gains from the scams. This means that Lam's days of living the high life may soon come to an end as he faces the prospect of paying for his actions behind bars. Lam and Serrano are scheduled for another pre-trial hearing on January 9th, 2025, where a trial date may be confirmed. Let's see how the new year unfolds for these scammers. But what about the money they've spent? Will the victim get any of it back? After all, it's $230 million, not a small amount. So, this was how Lam Malone stole $230 million and became a rich 20-year-old boy. However, things like this do have a really bad ending. Stealing money might seem like an easy way to become rich, but in the end, it's still illegal. Let us know in the comments if you believe the victim will get their money back and what you think the punishment for these scammers should be. If you enjoyed the video, then please give it a big thumbs up to show us some support. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on such news. Thank you for watching.